Locked on Target.
Hi crew, welcome to this week's Gamer Life, hosted this week by Alloy7 himself, and this is my response. And this week we are doing our top 5 JRPGs for the 2015-2016 year that we look forward to as a community. And I'm not big on the top blah 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 lists, you know what I mean, but I think this one deserves some looking into. And I will say this, unlike the other ones, as you have already noticed, I am actually just going to be showing trailer footage and talking over it. So, let's get started. Honorable mentions that don't make the list but probably should are Etrian Odyssey 5, as well as Cosmic Star Heroine by Zeboyd Games. I would suggest you go check out Cosmic Star Heroine, as all of Zeboyd Games are fantastic, but oh my gosh, have we got a list for you. So let's get it kicked off with number 5, Legend of Legacy. Now this is an Atlas RPG, much like most of everything that I play, is basically the spiritual successor to Bravery Default. And not necessarily the exact same, because from what I can see about it, the characters are locked into specific classes just by the art and whatnot. I mean, I could be completely wrong about that, but they have a frog character, so that definitely makes it on the list, seeing as the Frog Knights and frog characters are pretty much my jam, since frogs are my favorite animal, even since I was a little boy. So let's go to number 4, Xenoblade Chronicles X, which I don't know if I'll be able to show trailer footage from because Nintendo, but I hope if this doesn't get flagged, you are now seeing the prettiness that is mecha real-time combat, where you basically get to customize mechs, go around and shoot some critters, as well as go on foot. But to be honest, I do not see myself going on foot until they force me to, because, oh my gosh, mechas. So that's pretty much why I'm really looking forward to. I'm not so sure how much good content there will be in this game, but the fact that I can go on foot or on mech puts this at a solid number 4. Now, the next announcement / number might throw people, okay? Because what is this game doing so low on the list? And that is my number 3 pick, Persona 5. Now, I love everything about this game, and that just tells you how much this was a hard choice for me to put this at number 5. And keep in mind, this is only 2015-2016 RPGs, okay? Though this would be a different list if it was just like completely and totally upcoming. But Persona 5, can I just talk about the art? Can I talk about the combat system? Can I talk about just the enemy styles? Oh my gosh, am I excited for this game? And I still don't need to buy a PS4 to play it. I can play it on the PS3. Thank you, Persona 5, and thank you, Atlas, for wanting to actually sell me a unit, because I will not buy a PS4 just for one game thus far. And I'll buy a PS4, but in the future, thank you for putting it on PS3, and I am definitely looking forward to this more than most of I'm looking forward to this as much as I am Halo 5. And if you know anything about me, oh my gosh, like, that is a statement to say, which tells me that these next 2 games are going to be great, unless on the next one Nintendo nails me on the footage. And if you've guessed it, it's another Persona-like game. It's number 2, Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem. And oh my gosh, the more I see about this game, the more pumped I am. I cannot wait to play this game. Not only is it the weird stepchild of Atlas and Nintendo collaborating on an RPG, which the last time Nintendo collaborated on an RPG, like with a major RPG developer, we got Super Mario, oh gosh, why am I forgetting it? We got the Mario and the 7 coins or whatever it is, which I have on my shelf. But man, was that a fun game. And then we have the Paper Mario series being born out of that. So this looks like a Persona game, except set in the Nintendo kind of inspired universe with an urban / rural setting. And it's just weird and I'm a big sucker for anything that actually changes like a cityscape to greenery and anything like that. I am a huge sucker for that. I love the themes. I love everything I've seen about this, from the gameplay I've seen from the treehouse to the trailer to how it's surprising. And I'm going to love all the Fire Emblem inspired things. This isn't a Fire Emblem game, although I really should put Fire Emblem on this list, tell you the truth. But I wanted to stick specifically to RPGs, not strategy RPGs, because that's a whole nother thing, and then I would have Disgaea to deal with, and you don't want to see that, because that would be like a top 40 list at that point, because I'm more into strategy RPGs now than I am traditional RPGs. And speaking of RPGs, now for number one, probably my game of the year until the next game of the series comes out, that is Tales of Zestiria. And oh my gosh, can I not wait for the next Tales of games. They have, the Tales of games have been not so good on the story as of late. They've been okay on story, but they've been really refining the combat system to be my favorite combat system I have played in any RPG, which was be Tales of Xillia 2. This looks like they took that combat system and refined it to be more like Tales of Vesperia, which also had a really good combat system, and combined the fast-paced combat, link combat of Xillia 2 with the Vesperia battle system, and I'm so pumped about this. I'm pumped about the story. I love the Arthurian kind of backstory, where it's basically like Sword in the Stone type stuff, as well as this religious kind of subtext of, being reborn, being the shepherd, that type of thing. As someone who is personally a Christian and is very into that type of subtext, this is going to be very interesting for me, just to see a kind of a Japanese perspective on what the Western theological world is. And I'm very interested from a story standpoint, and what contradictions and whatnot that I can pick out, and how they engage in our Western theology and whatnot, because some of the terms they use are directly like seraphim and things like that, and I'm super pumped about it, and I'm just I cannot say my praises enough for the Tales of series, for keeping me engaged, giving me good characters, and it deserves this number one. And I really, really wish we knew more about Tales of Bravia, which is coming out in 2016, because that's going to be on my next list if I ever do anything like this. So, yep, Tales of number one all the time. And this has been a blast to put together, and thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more content of Gamerlife and Let's Plays and reviews, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And remember, this is a community effort, so if you have 5 JRPGs you are looking forward to, then make a video response or post in the comments here or over at Alloy7's channel. And it's been a blast. Hope you like my top 5 list. What's your top 5s coming up for 2015, 2016? And I'll catch you on the next episode. Until we meet again, stay on target.